So as we did with the flow experiment, another characteristic of quadratic functions, well, something you can do with quadratic, it's not a characteristic of, these are characteristics, an application. Given 3 points on the graph, find the function, right? And how's that done? Okay? Now all I'm asking you to do on the major quiz is just plug it in, show me the equations. Okay? And I think the biggest numbers you would have for your x's or t's, whichever you want to think of, is like 14 or 15, so you can easily square the numbers, right? Because everybody knows the squares of all the numbers up to 20, just like they know the multiplication tables up to 20, right? Well, if you got to do it on the calculator, you can, because you can use the calculators that are legal for the test. Okay? Have I talked about that? Well, I'll do that off camera. There's only one calculator that's legal for the test, and the testing center hasn't. Okay? And I think they've got enough of them that if half a dozen of you or more show up for a test, they'll be able to give everybody one. Okay? Okay, so I'll talk about that in a minute, but do we understand what we do here? Okay? If you've got 3 points on the graph, then you can get 3 simultaneous equations by plugging in the y and x coordinates of each point, right? Each point gives you an equation, and it's an equation in A, B, and C. And it's a linear equation, no a squareds or square roots of A or arctangents of A. You do want to do arctangents, don't you? Not this semester. Okay? Don't worry about arctangents. That's second semester for those who take 2 semesters. Okay. Linear equations that we can solve by elimination, right? Now on the major quiz, I'm not asking you to solve them, I'm just asking you to write them. But on the major quiz, there is another question, number 13. I think I put a number 13 on the version 1, maybe not, but it's just 2 simultaneous equations in x and y. And I think everybody knows how to do that. Okay? So I do ask you to solve 2 simultaneous equations, but not 3 at this point. You know from what we did that you can easily reduce these 3 equations to 2, solve the 2, and back substitute to find the other variables. Okay?